Early exposure to math is not like the math that you get to see later on. It would be sort of like taking an athletics class where somebody spent a year teaching you how to dribble, first with the left hand and then the right hand. And then the next year they said, now we're going to do something different. It's called layups. And you would just practice these things one drill at a time without knowing why. And it wouldn't be until you got to college that you actually got to play a game and go, oh, that's what basketball is. I'm a mathematician. I just love doing math. It's what I want to do all the time. Mathematics is a way of trying to understand the patterns that underlie ideas and that underlie physical phenomena. Most people are really surprised that art has anything to do with math. I teach a course on projective geometry, and projective really means like you're projecting a three-dimensional world onto a canvas. There are certain things that change when you project stuff, so like if you think about the railroad tracks going back into the distance, in the real world those tracks are spaced evenly, but in the pictures they're not. So there's some things that change, but there's some things that stay the same, like if you have a line in the real world, its image on the canvas is still a line. And so there's certain geometrical aspects that we know are preserved, and so that's what we look at, what is preserved and what's not preserved. I tend to be a very ecologically minded, sustainable person. Last year, my family only put 9 trash cans at the curb for the entire year. Other people see that as being sustainable, and I think of that as figuring out a problem to work on and then figuring out how to solve it and have fun solving that problem. We live on a finite Earth, right? It's a big Earth, but it's a finite Earth. So we can't throw anything away because there is no away. Life is fun. Yeah. I mean, everything should be entertaining, right? Saving the planet should be fun. Riding your bicycle is incredibly fun. Doing math is fun, and I want students to be able to see that. At the beginning, my students are so scared, but after they've been here a while, they become my colleagues. And I love that transition, and I think the students do too. About half the papers that I've written, I've co-published with students. I love working with students on my research because they ask questions that trained mathematicians wouldn't think to ask, and that often lead in really, really good, productive directions. They take my research in ways that other people wouldn't have expected. You'd think that they would be scared of the math and think the art is really cool, but most people had math last year, and they haven't had art since 6th grade, so they are actually terrified of drawing. What happens is they go from pictures that are just really awful stick figures to things that they are just incredibly proud of, that are really amazingly good. I've only been here 25 years, but so far I really like it and I'm probably gonna stay. I'm Annalisa Crannell and I'm a professor of mathematics here at Franklin and Marshall College.